Welcome back for another episode of the RADelaide Summit podcast. This week's episode, we cover our very own special guest from within, Alex. I cannot believe it. He's done some fucked up shit and more. Come along for the ride.
If you're new to the podcast and haven't listened to us before, each week we scour the Strava leaderboards, watching you do your efforts up Norton Summit.
That's a new kind.
I like that one. And discuss them here on the potty if you like it or not. There's a chance we might shame you, and I'll probably just take the shit out of myself. But we promise not to name you personally, and the odds are high that we'll probably shame ourselves because we're just not as fast as you. Well, this week anyway. Look, at the end of the day, our goal is to encourage and celebrate everyone going up Adelaide's best hill climb, Norton Summit, and reaching their own goals. So with that, let's introduce ourselves. We are your summiteers. Alex.
Hello.
Francois.
Hello.
Luang.
G'day.
And I'm Kashi. Welcome, guys. Welcome, listeners, to another RADelaide Summit podcast.
Yes, as always, we need to know what's been happening on or around the summit this week, starting with you, Mr. Wang.
Just an average week. Yeah, average standard week for me.
Just a standard week.
I've just done 20 hours on the bike.
Alex done that in one ride, but we'll talk about that later. Right,
Sorry, mate, we interrupted.
You fuck's going to let me speak or what?
So you got a new job?
I did. First week at the new job.
So what part of Hanson Road are you on?
all of it. All of it.
So you've
I'll
got
tell you
all
what,
your teeth.
retail and being on your feet all day fucking sucks. Like, it's cracking me.
On your feet sucking Hanson Road.
Yeah. Correct.
And I said Adelaide Summit. Yeah.
Man, it's hard work. I've been tired this week. So still pumped out 20 hours, 700k. So few commutes to work.
And it's raining too.
It is going to be raining tomorrow, so I'll probably have to drive tomorrow. I don't get wet.
That's impressive.
Oh,
Okay.
Super Saturday. Supers Saturday yesterday. That was another
sorry, what's
tough ride.
supers?
It's the ride
The other
on Saturday.
ride.
Leaves Rundle Street at 8
You're not
o'clock.
doing the chop, you might be doing the supers.
So
What's the
it's
difference between chop and supers?
So
It's
chop
flat,
is
Supers
down the
hills.
beach and Supers is in the hills.
What's faster?
They're both hard.
Both hard as hell.
They're both, yeah.
Okay, so can you do both?
No,
No.
at the same time.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, that's problematic.
Chop starts at 7, Super starts at 8. So no, you couldn't do both.
Okay, fair enough.
Yep. So that's my life anyway. Thanks for interrupting.
Great.
Frankie,
for me this
how's your
week,
weekend been?
Absolute shenanigans.
You look like shit.
Thank you. I look like I've been electrocuted. Basically, my boyfriend and I, Average Bob, was supposed to...
AKA our Sandman.
Our Sandman. A sound
Sound man.
mouse.
And
The Soundman.
Sandman.
The Sandman. Yeah, we were supposed to go to Melbourne and our flight was going to be from 8 o'clock Saturday and then return midday today.
Mm-hmm.
So it's funny, actually. I had a dream on Saturday morning that we had missed our flight because we didn't wake up early enough and, didn't hear an alarm go off, which is what made me wake up, right? But obviously it was like 5 o'clock in the morning, so, it was fine. Anyway, I go to the toilet and then all of a sudden I just hear my boyfriend go, "Fucking Jetstar!" And I'm like, "Oh, what's going on?" And he's just like, "They've cancelled our flight." And you should have seen me, man. My inner ethnic was ready to punch on.
It's not even inner. You are ethnic.
Okay. No, genuinely,
You're real
I was
ethnic.
just like, because I was already agitated from waking up from this dream that I thought that I'd missed the flight.
Yeah.
But then to actually have our flights cancelled, and then on the website, it said, okay, well, you can book alternative flights on the day so that you can still go, right? Anyway, there were no flights available with Jetstar.
Aren't you a pilot?
Huh?
Aren't you a pilot?
I'm a glider pilot.
Could
you glide to Melbourne?
That would take me
That
like
would be amazing.
8 hours, man.
So?
I might as well drive. Anyway, so we end up going to the airport and again, ready to punch on because I am a Karen, believe it or not. And when I pay for something, if I don't get it, I get very angry. So we get to
Sorry,
Sound
I just gave our
Mountain is
sound
nodding his
man
head.
like the little head like, was she fucking out of control? And he's just like, yeah.
He's got a chair-shaped mark on his forehead.
So I go to Jetstar and I'm just like, hey, our flight's been cancelled. And they're like, oh, no worries. We're just going to put you on this flight to with Qantas at 8 o'clock, which is like,
Not
okay,
bad.
that's not too bad, not bad. So they write down all our details and they're like, go to Qantas, here's your ticket. And I was like, oh, sweet. No need to punch on.
Okay.
Go to Qantas. And they're like, oh, no worries. We're just going to have to wait for your names to like get through into the system and just wait half an hour, an hour. So we go do that. We wait, go back. And I'm like, hey, like, is our names on the flights yet? And they're like, well, actually, the flight's full. You're not on this flight. And so I was just very confused and I started getting agitated again. So I went back to Jetstar and I was like, hey, Qantas have said we're not on this flight, that it's full and our names haven't gone through. Why is that? And they're like, no, you're on that flight. So that it was just a constant back and forth. I was getting fed up. So it set the bar for the weekend, I think already. And it just ended up being that we got on a 10 o'clock Jetstar flight.
Did you actually go?
Yeah, we ended up going to Melbourne, but it was like delayed by 3 hours. So it just pushed everything back. And then we got to the airport. Average Bob was having a
Fisticuffs.
a punch on with one of the guys sitting next to him over some topics of conversation.
Elbow space on the armrest.
And then when we got off, we got into a hire car, which was a Kia Rio. And, I'm used to my
Lots of
Toyota
leg space in
86,
those.
which apparently isn't powerful, but I think it's powerful. So I put the pedal to the metal and it didn't go anywhere.
It would not.
No.
It's probably like 2 cylinders.
Yeah, I know. So our GPS was taking us to this like the Yarra Valley, and it was taking us to this like really weird route. And so we ended up going up dirt tracks, single lane off road, like 50% vertical climbs, and this poor Kia was just like not moving. So we thought we were going to get just stranded. So anyway, it's just incident after incident, and I've come back today and I'm very tired.
May I ask you something?
Yes.
Why did you pick Jetstar?
Because they had, I don't know, maybe we should ask the sound man, because he was the one that booked the flights. Actually, no. Sorry, I just knocked the microphone. So they were actually supposed to be flights for Harry Styles. So Harry Styles was on the 25th of February.
Yeah.
And as you know, it's the 25th of March.
Yes.
So it was poor sound man. He did
Like his cotton
accidentally book the wrong flights.
We've
And
all been there
because
and done
the
that.
flights were so
Yeah.
expensive, I had to sell off my Harry Styles tickets. So we decided still to go to Melbourne. And it was just like a bit of an icing on the cake.
So
with
the
much-
trip
yeah.
was fucked from the first place.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, you should have just gone.
Back in
Yeah,
February.
exactly. But I've got, so when we were at the what do you
Airport?
call it? No, not the airport. At
Yarra
the
Valley.
the Yarra Valley. Average Bob was taking.
Just gave away his name.
Almost dropped it. He was taking some like really nice photos
this is
of
brilliant.
us.
Yeah.
The
Anyway,
listeners won't be able
I
to
just
see,
feel
but we
like
can.
he
Yeah.
got this photo that just
We'll post
encapsulated.
it on the socials later.
Oh God. Okay, fine. This photo encapsulates the whole trip, Kashi.
It's such a beautiful sight.
Oh, bless your cotton socks. Listeners at home, it's probably something from like the Royal Tenenbaums. Wow. The colours are really good. Yeah, it is a good photo.
It was supposed to be a nice photo,
It
but I
is.
ruined it with my face.
Looks like Nanny
That was
McPhee.
because the sound. Pretty sure the sound man wasn't wearing any pants. That's why the picture.
What was he teabagging me or something?
She wasn't you weren't impressed with whatever you saw.
Okay, fine. We'll put it on the socials for like 10 minutes because this is not staying for public view for
Screenshot
very long.
everyone.
Yeah, correct.
But anyway, so that's what I've been up to this week.
Jesus Christ.
writing.
What do you think?
That's a big week.
Because I came back from Olympic Dam permanently, so
Oh, you're done.
I'm done.
Congratulations.
Completed.
Done.
Thank you.
So where's your office? Where are you based now?
I cannot say. It is.
Oh, top secret.
It's top secret.
Secret
Is it?
squirrel business.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm excited. I got 2 weeks off starting next week, so excited.
Delightful.
You're based at Findon
What?
or Seaton.
Yeah, where you
I
live.
know.
Just tell everyone where I live. But yeah, that's me, Kashi. How about you?
What
Seems
have we
like
been
forever
doing?
since we've
Yeah,
seen you,
because
Cash.
last potty I
It's
was
changed. Something's going on.
Missed
Something's
you.
going
being a
on.
bit stressed.
Yeah, stress makes you
work.
lose weight.
Yes. I was up in Brizzy for a week for work. Our quarterly planning. So that was good. Busy. I brought a bike. That was delightful. So accidental 50 Ks a day. That was good. In the commute.
How do you sorry.
Let
me swallow.
It's not the first time she said that this weekend.
How do you accidentally do 50 kilometers?
Well, sorry. The commute from my dad's house to work to the office up there is 25 Ks one way.
Oh, very nice.
Yes.
Very nice.
You sound like Chunk off the Goonies.
Yes.
But apart from that, what else? I don't even know. I did go out on a school night in Brizzy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Went out with a couple of work peeps. Just like good eggs.
Shots.
Fertilised?
No shots.
Missing the secret ingredient.
Sorry, the Greek goddess
She
was
was
not
back
there to hurt my soul the next day. No, but it wasn't. It was just actually a wholesome night. It was long, but it was just really nice.
What was the weather like in Brizzy?
It was delightful.
Yeah.
Yeah, one day that rained, but apart from that, it was
Wasn't bad,
nice. Yeah, it was good. But apart from that, now just got home and catching up. Thankfully, my plants didn't die.
It's
It
good.
was good. I was pretty happy with that. But
Amazing.
apart from that, yeah. And I feel like a sheet because she was sick. So, so that's all right.
Kids in their
no
germs.
cottage cheese, so it's fine.
Oh my God. No one is
thank
getting context for that.
you.
Sorry, we just had one of our extras in the background make some noise.
Moving the props around.
Throw in the drink bottle.
Alex,
Yeah,
what about you? You haven't done much
You
this
haven't done
week,
much
eh?
this week. Just a quiet
Work's
week.
been busy.
Yep.
Pretty
Had a
quiet
RADelaide
during
on Friday.
the week. Monday morning echelon, took the dogs for a couple walks, gym, and then a couple short systems and gear checks. Wednesday, Thursday evening, early night.
Oh, yeah.
And then what?
And then what?
Friday.
What happened Friday? It wasn't on the fucking whiteboard,
Blackboard.
was it?
That's nowhere to be
Listeners
seen.
at home, Alex has a board, like a goal board at his house, and there's certain things that are on the said goal board.
One of them is podcast control, which he doesn't have.
You
The others is
falsified.
not 500 Ks in one bloody ride. So
Yeah. So
Let's go.
I think the best way to describe that part of it is it wasn't a goal.
Okay.
It was happening.
Okay.
So I didn't need to go on the board.
Okay.
I don't understand.
Things you want to like get to, aspire to, achieve, blah, blah, blah. I was like, I'm going to do this.
So it's not an achievement?
Yeah, it's an achievement.
It's an achievement.
Done.
It wasn't
Yeah.
a goal because he was going to do it anyway.
Right. Well,
Okay.
I reckon we should just scrap all standard things that we do on the podcast.
But I
and
want to talk about zingers.
we're just going to focus on your...
Did you have a zinger?
No.
No, on your ride, okay? Because just letting everyone know, Alex told absolutely nobody,
Oh,
right?
very-
Not even
Very
his
few
life partner,
people.
Wayne.
On,
Yeah, no,
on
no,
Friday,
And I'm still fucking dirty at him because I had half a Friday off as well.
I don't know if anyone noticed on our socials, there was some posts that were going up. of
Frankie, Frankie genuinely thought we were hacked and she was
Someone's-
going to delete our whole account.
Yeah.
Someone was just posting pictures of Garmin's and like rubber bands, and
was
I
a
was like,
wahoo,
"What
actually.
is happening?"
didn't even
And
see
in the
anything.
group chat, I was like, "Guys, what's this?" And Alex was like, "I don't know what's happening." And then Wang's like, "Oh,
But
I
you know
thought
what
it was."
I was so proud of? Was like every message that everyone wrote, I'm just tapping away, replying to everyone.
That's good.
I get
Yeah,
my
you're
sort of
writing at
like-
the same
flex.
time.
Exactly.
I was ready to delete the podcast page
We
because
would've killed you.
I genuinely thought we were hacked. So again, Alex didn't tell anybody, so we didn't know this was happening.
Very few people.
So why did you not tell anybody that you were going to be riding 500 kilometers? Because you would have needed to have some support. Well, you didn't, obviously.
That's it.
So why
That's
didn't you?
exactly
Why
it. I
didn't you
just
tell
was
anyone?
Like, I'm going to go do this.
Right. So how did you prep for this then?
Just set a date.
You set a date. You didn't do any. Well, I suppose you've
prep
been
for any
training.
day. Short
I did a
ride.
couple loops, gauged roughly how much time I was going to need, gave myself about a 20% contingency,
Yep.
set a date.
Right. So what food did you bring with you?
A couple of zingers.
How much time have you got?
No, seriously.
Banana bread, lemon cake, hot cross buns, cheese and bacon rolls, 4 boxes of shapes.
Fruitless or fruit?
No fruit.
Mate, he's not a psychopath.
Traditional fruit. Grapefruit juice.
What?
How did you carry all of
It was
this?
in the car. Car was at the bottom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Bottom of
Yeah.
Norton.
Had an esky full of Coke, mineral water.
Did you stop every lap?
No.
No.
No. beer,
Still be there.
Red Bull,
Zembuka?
Sambuca. What else?
Krispy Kremes.
No Krispy Kremes. People bought me some coffee. That's about it, really. Yeah. Some ride bars, not very many. Tried to
Right.
have like half a ride bar per lap.
I'm genuinely shocked.
So walk us through, like, when did you start, like,
Yeah, what was
you
your start
rode through the
time?
night?
Yeah, so I started at 6 o'clock
PM, AM?
a.m. Friday
5:58.
morning.
On when? Friday morning?
Friday morning, yep. And the goal was my strategy was 6 laps, 5 laps, 4 laps, 3 laps, 3 laps, 1, I think it was, something equal 20.
How many laps was it?
19.
19.
19, yeah. So I was like, I've got to get the 6 out the way and then I'll have lunch.
Okay.
And so I did 6 hours in 6 hours, 19 minutes. Yeah.
So yeah, tell the listeners what your stats were. So how long did it take? What was your moving
Sorry.
time?
First of all, what loop? What
Oh,
was it?
yes.
So I did
Good one.
started at the bottom, the corner of Montague and Stradbroke, the big roundabout. That was the start of my loop.
Montague and Stradbroke.
Yep.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Along
yeah,
Stradbroke,
yeah.
do the dog leg, do the Morialta pinch, dog
Oh,
leg
that
onto Glen
pinch. You had to do
Stewart.
that pinch 20
Oh,
times.
that was a killer. That was
Oh,
one of the
man.
worst part.
Yep.
And then up from Glen Stewart up Norton, Marble Hill, back down Monty. About 26 and a
I
half
thought it was
Ks.
down Green Hill for some reason. I don't know why.
Because
That-
people were commenting thinking the post was about Green Hill Everest.
That pinch would have been worse than the actual
it was
Nortons.
horrible.
Yeah.
That and a
I
little bit
hate
up to
that
Marble
climb.
Hill. Yeah.
Oof.
So yeah.
And what was each lap? How long was each lap taking
I
you?
was averaging between 58 minutes and 1 hour and 3.
So I'm not sure is there even a Strava segment for that loop?
No, it probably wouldn't be.
Should've
No,
said
because
it
there
right.
is for the other one.
Should have said call it the loop times fucking 30.
There was some that blew out to like an hour 30 when I had a few moments during the night.
At what point were you actually starting to feel like, nah, I can't do this?
Never.
Never. So
No.
there's not a point where you started to feel it broken.
No, at 4 o'clock in the morning, I got so cold that I was like, I had to break earlier than I wanted to.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just like, get out the car, go do it, finish it off.
And did you have to like charge your Garmin again or
Yeah,
something?
yeah, I had all that. Like,
Yeah,
had
okay.
little battery banks.
Yeah.
Had a rolling thing of lights.
Yeah.
Wahoo only had to charge once, really.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good
I
on
was
you.
gonna say,
Wow.
But
they
no,
normally
back
last
to the
pretty long.
ride time, total ride time for 502 Ks was 20 hours and 19 minutes. 10,000 metres of climbing.
Okay.
That was the
so,
criteria.
criteria, right? I was confused because it looked like you did Everest, but you did something called a journey. So what is the
learning.
difference
Well done,
between
Frankie.
an Everest and a journey?
And Everest is when you go up and down the same hill, so to the top and back down again,
So
repeat.
even though you did the same elevation as an Everest,
Yeah.
you didn't do an
It's
Everest.
not technically
Technically.
called.
Not technically by the rules.
Yeah,
It's
by
not
the
an
rules,
Everest.
but it was just, yeah.
So this is a Hell's 500.
That's who created these rulings, yeah.
All right. So what's the rules for a Hell's 500?
Originally, a journey was minimum 400 Ks and 10,000 metres of climbing. So you
So
could have
you-
gone from like one place to another, or you could do a loop like what I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. When did the Hell's 500 come about?
Oh, this is back in like 2015 or 14.
Man, something was happening early to 2010s. This is when Everesting started. Hell's 500. Like, man.
But yeah, I've done 300K days plenty of times. I've done a 400K day. It was just fitting that 500.
That's the
done-
first
I've
time
never
you've done
done a full-
500?
Yeah.
Okay, so your longest ride prior to that was 400.
Yeah, 396. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
396.
I've never
you
done a
fuckwit.
4E. I
You've done
don't
a 3.
actually.
And how do you feel now?
Good.
Fine.
He looks better than you.
Well, yeah, he didn't get fucked over by Jetstar, so
He's done 500k.
Sleep was a bit hard because my body doesn't.
Yeah, I
You
said
don't
you, I
sleep
said
at
you wouldn't
best
sleep
times,
well.
yeah.
you would have just been on adrenaline.
Yeah,
Completely.
just body is really hot, uncomfortable. It's hard
Yeah,
to
he
sleep.
wouldn't have slept at all.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Well, we do have some questions that have come in from the listeners, if you don't mind me
Okay,
asking.
no worries.
So, starting with, well, this is from the womb broom. So, Alex, how are you such a small size human and have such a large undercarriage?
It's obviously not proportioned properly then because I'm a small human.
Have you heard of the L theory?
No.
No.
Good, I'm not going to tell
us.
you. No.
Okay.
Short guy.
Ah,
Short guy.
All right,
yeah,
so
okay.
we have Epstein Bar III has asked you, how is the gooch? Photo proof, please.
Photo proof.
Yeah.
I was hoping someone would ask this question because, and this is to people that have multiple bikes with different saddles.
Oh, that's
Right.
cooked. Who would do that?
Exactly. Well, I'm related to someone.
Oh.
I have the same saddle
The
on
old
every
turtle
bike,
squirter.
Right.
and it is set up And if you're sitting on it correctly, yes, your gooch is going to be uncomfortable, but it's not going to fucking hurt.
It's going to be uncomfortable in the same spot.
Still going to
Exactly.
be petite.
But the
when
best
you're
thing
done.
about this loop is there's so many places to stand up and stretch, roll a bit faster, roll a bit slower.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm actually
Quite
pretty
smart.
You're intact.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Good
recycle
news,
bicycle
ladies.
sales.
It's intact.
He's asked, did your ass hurt or did it become numb? But I think you've just answered that.
It hurt. You could probably count the stitches in the nicks by the time I was done, but it was
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And then lastly, we've got how many pedal strokes did it take?
a lot.
So many pedal strokes, everyone.
No.
But yeah, and actually we have a question from Kashi. Sorry.
Oh.
Again from the womb room. Will you marry me and make pizza and pasta every day?
He's such a good egg. Like, people have been through some sheets, but like, he's such a good egg. Got a lot of time for those Strava warriors.
Would you fertilize him?
Yeah, he's a good egg. I'd fertilise his
On
eggs.
the broom.
Oh dear. Well, like, is there anything else that you want to tell the listeners about the ride that you did? Because I don't know what to ask, to be honest.
Well, you don't have a deep question for me like every other guest.
Nah,
I was waiting for something.
I don't have anything
Like, does
deep.
your self-worth, like,
Yeah,
is
does your self-worth?
based
At what
on
point
your
were you
500Ks? Yeah.
So for me, like, it was go recon, work out how many laps it was. All that was on my Wahoo was lap counter. I
Yeah.
couldn't give a fuck about meters,
Yeah.
time of day,
Yeah.
kilometers. It
How
was
many laps
just
was it?
19.
Okay.
19 laps. And so, yeah, that's all I was like, it's 19, small number. Just got to do that.
Yeah, it's
That's it.
yeah.
You just need to break it down.
Yeah. And
What
then
was-
when I started like lapping it around the hour mark, I was like, cool, dinner at lunch at 12:30, dinner at 6:30. Like,
And for
Just
you,
like a
that would
normal
be
day.
like good. Like, you
yeah,
got,
I was
okay,
like,
I can plan
food.
it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it like riding in the dark?
Monty
the
would have been
hills.
fucked.
Rife. So massive shout out to Miss Piggy, the Greek goddess.
Yeah.
Was literally like, she roo-shooed with her car.
In front of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she drove in front of you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like
You'd have to,
at
down
the
Monty.
lap 16, I think it was, when she actually went off to get coffee and I started to do the lap on my own.
Yeah.
Luckily, she came back to find me. I was at the top of Norton by this point.
Yeah.
We went down the hill and they were everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh my
yeah.
God.
Did you see
Along
any
the side of
deer?
the car.
Did you see any
No
deer?
Like foxes,
Huh.
roos,
Rabbits.
Joseph Fritzl. There wasn't.
Yeah.
It's interesting they just all come out at night.
It's so weird though. Like, so when we're riding in the daytime, we'll always look over my shoulder to see if cars come in.
Yeah,
And I'm
yeah.
like looking at this pitch black. It's just like,
Yeah.
like dead black.
Yeah, there's no
Did you have any
lights.
cars coming past at, between
No, there was one Commodore who,
a Commodore, of course.
Of course.
oh, yeah, and he sat behind me for ages. I was like, come on, dude, like just go. Like,
Yeah.
you're making me nervous. But
They're probably like, what the fuck is this guy doing at like whatever time?
no, you get super comfortable with the Montacute descent after 5 times. So
Yeah, I can
bombing
say.
down there in the day and then trying not to pedal too much down the bottom to start recover. But yeah, it was just like 70 k's an hour.
Jesus
Wow.
Christ.
Well, I reckon
done,
you're
mate.
insane. But
many
well
calories
done.
was it?
Yeah.
10,500.
Okay, that's a reasonable day.
It's almost 700 TSS.
The wang. That's a reasonable
700 TSS.
on mine, which means probably 1,000.
Fuck. Yeah, that's decent. 700 TSS day.
Well, from the podcast and probably all the listeners, well done. You're a psychopath. And actually, I did put a
Did you
poll
see
up.
the Strava name title?
No, what was the Strava name title?
Rico, right.
Do you know why?
Why?
Because we're doing it in reverse this weekend.
What do you mean?
Backwards.
What are we doing
Up
backwards?
Montacute, across down.
Who is
Norton.
doing that?
You, me.
Why am I doing it?
Why not?
You're going to do 500?
When are
Why
we
am
doing
I
it?
Next
doing
week?
500?
What are
I'm
you doing?
not riding my
I'll do
bike.
it. Are you
I-
actually going to do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're going to do 500 kilometers again? Fucking hell. Well, on that note, I put out
A poll?
a poll that
Yeah.
says, does Alex need professional help? And you're glad to know that 86% of our listeners says yes.
This is my
which
professional help.
which is 64 people have said yes.
I did read a study last week about the benefits of exercise when it comes to your
Depression.
everything.
Yeah, it's massive.
They did it with a quite a big field as well.
What do they
And
call that? What's the word for that? There's a specific
double blind
word.
placebo.
Something like that.
Yeah,
It's good
It was part of the
because-
Lancet too, so it's pretty prestigious. So I was just like, oof.
Well,
I mean,
it lowers your cortisol, doesn't it?
did so many things.
Yeah.
I didn't read through. read through the what are they?
Blurbs, abstracts.
Yeah, the abstracts first, and I'm like, I ain't going through that the whole
But
page.
when you can like put your mind to this, for example,
yeah,
you're not thinking about anything else.
no,
So you're
You
not
get clarity.
anxious. You're not depressed at that time. You're just like, I'm going to do this. And
yeah,
it distances the time between shit times, which eventually they go away or become more manageable.
yes.
You tell me that's called avoiding your problems.
No. This is how I
It's a
keep
journey.
myself maintained.
To avoid your problems. Nah, cute. Good work.
And it's called distraction behavior.
That's what I do my entire life. All right.
Anywho,
Shall we?
Well done, boss. Well done.
Yeah, well done. All right.
well, shall we jump right into it?
Yeah, let's do
Yes.
The main reason why we exist. Let's see who else has been spinning up the summit this week and check out the times for the folks that have been giving us a show. It might be the fast guys, it might be the slower ones, it's going to be everyone in between, but like we said, we'll dive into their rides and data a little more robustly, and we'll see who and what has caught Frankie's eyes on the leaderboards for a hand-picked time for fun and analysis.
Alrighty. So, fastest man and woman this week. It's not Alex, I don't think.
Definitely
Well,
not.
technically, he didn't do it once because he didn't do the full segment.
Do we have a notable mention first? Or not really?
Hand-pick, yeah.
Yeah, do we have a handpicky?
Yeah, we
Alex
do.
is doing that.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's on the run sheet right there, Cashy.
Sorry, I was looking down here. It says notable mentions and news from the summit.
So coming in with the quickest time of the week in the men. And this is a PB for this lad. I've
It's a fast PB too.
no fucking idea who he is. I've never heard of him, but he's got a quick Norton, so he must be all right. So coming in with
This criteria to be friends with the Wang. My
coming
time
in,
is shit.
he's actually. I have done a bit of a stalk on him. Strava. He's got a public profile, so kudos to him. I think he's a triathlete. From what I can see.
Okay.
So coming in a time of 12:43 on a 95-kilometre ride. It's a PB by almost a minute. So his
Jeez.
previous PB was
Wow.
13:36.
Sub 13.
Good watts.
Yeah, well done.
391 average power. So he sounds like he's probably similar sort of weight to what I am with that power.
78 kilos.
And this was done
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
That's
What was the weather
Tuesday.
conditions on Tuesday?
Mate,
Alright.
we're not Strava. Bloody,
No, I don't remember.
You're the weatherman.
Yeah.
And this goes out to Testicle. Well done, son. And coming in with the fastest woman
He's
of the
got some
week.
power there too. Don't
Yeah.
forget his power.
I said 391 already.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good boy.
Thank you.
Good one, son.
Thanks, Dad.
All right, mate. We're gonna have to bloody return you
So-
back to your bloody nursing home after this.
Just wheel him back in.
Now, this ride was done, so this fastest female was done on the
female?
25th. When was that? Yesterday.
Look at Fionn.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
25th.
think she was on supers.
Look at that ride length.
Possibly.
Yeah,
Big
look at-
ride for
look
her,
at the power for
151.
her.
Average power of 284,
Jesus
so that's up
Christ.
there for chicks. She's got a PB of 15:33 and she's gone 16:03. So only
Well
30
done.
seconds off her PB. And this is for Queen Victoria.
Well done.
Well done.
Nice
Well
work.
done.
So Frankie, you want to run through the men's times?
Yeah,
what
so
bracket is this?
we've got the 18-minute bracket. So we'll start
We
with
do.
David L. Bowie.
That's good.
Soundman's lost it.
That is good.
He's covering his
That
little
is good.
hand.
Oh, Frankie's come alive.
So this person
Sound like an old.
this person's got a
Come on, Muttley,
PB
let's go.
of 15:55, and they've done an 18:01 on a 40-kilometer ride. Then we have the lubrication sensation, which, by the way, shout out to you. My boyfriend and I did yell at you on Curry Street, and he looked back at us very confused. Anyway, that's all.
That was his ride title. He put that as his Strava ride title.
What was his Strava ride title?
To whoever I was that was yelling at me, I couldn't see who you were.
That's even better.
That was his Strava ride title. Because he didn't have his glasses on, he couldn't see you.
Oh, I got a comment
Hang on,
on that.
he rides without his glasses.
Well, I don't know. That's
Oh,
what it is.
God.
Have a look at his Strava.
Man. Anyway, the lubrication sensation. Yes, that was me saying hello, and congratulations on your 18:02 minute Norton Summit. That was
Way
on
off
a
his PB.
70-kilometre ride with a PB of 14:31. Really low heart rate and 283
the
watts of
batteries are
power.
probably flat.
Probably.
Surprised his power meter wasn't flat. And his SRAM and everything else.
Then we have Lord of the Rats. So they've done an 18:03 on a 36-kilometre ride.
Targeted.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Low heart rate. So I think just chilling. Then we have Frogface, who's done an 18:03. So that's a PB. I couldn't see.
Well done.
Obviously, I couldn't see what their PB was beforehand. So I've done this.
The 1 second.
Yeah, the classic 1 second. And then we... Actually, Cassie, can you say this one for me?
Last one in the men's, we've got Hugh Janus. Janus.
Hugh Janus. Done an 18:04
Janus.
on a 105-kilometre ride, 168 beats per minute. Good work, guys.
Look at that PB.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
14:16.
Jesus Christ. All right, what do we got? We got the women's.
Yeah.
We got the 20-minute bracket, I'm going to say.
Mm-hmm.
All right, first up we have Frisky Biscuit. I like it, with a 20 minutes flat. There you go, on an 80K ride. No power. Okay. And then 160 beats a minute. So she's still working. So well done. Second off the ranks, we've got Big Squid. With the 20,
That's what I am right now.
with the 2013. Now, you know who you look like? You look like Yahoo Serious from that movie.
I meant...
No, don't mean anything.
Referring to last week's topic.
Stop talking. Carry on.
Big Squid.
You know, you could be if you like lie in a bath and you just...
Anyway,
Frankie.
I'm okay with it. It's fine. Now, Big Squid, 150 beats per minute. Again, no power. Not too bad. 92K ride. Well done. Now, third off the ranks, we've got R2DI2. Oh, yeah.
You like that?
She's lovely too.
Yeah, rate this lady.
With a 20:32. Just a lazy 152K ride.
That would have been chop.
Yeah.
My God.
And because
No,
that was the
like-
22nd.
That was Tuesday or Thursday, Wednesday.
What's the 22nd?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, morning.
That was
morning
Wednesday.
chop.
Morning chop. Yeah.
Just tapping.
Wednesday Worlds.
204 watts with 141 beats per minute. Well done. We got fourth off the ranks. We've got Schmoopy Sinclair with a 20:52, 40K ride, so slightly targeted. No power, no heart rate. Lastly, actually, I was chatting with the Petite Perineum about his. When we said that he had no power, the last bike he had, he sold his power meter. So I stand corrected. He just doesn't actually have power on his new bike. So I will shut the hell up on that one. And lastly, we have Lady Killer with a 21 flat, 113K ride with 171 heart rate. So she's working. That's well done. Well done. Well done,
Now,
Lev.
why did we pick the hand pick? Is that because I haven't been on for a while? Or
Haven't been on for a while. They also did an Everest on Norton Summit, and because you did 500 kilometres, I just
that
thought,
all
we'll
fitting?
just
That-
chuck it in
He's
there.
a good egg too.
He's a good egg, but that Everest on Norton's broke him.
you reckon?
What do you mean?
He didn't ride for like 2 months after that.
Oh, that's why
Seriously?
I'm doing mine.
Yeah.
I'm out.
No, you're not.
Hey, no.
He's quitting the podcast.
Anyway, the Rocket Tampon has done a 16:51, a bit off of his PB of 13:57, but it was a 171K day. Now, 16:51 at 364 watts, though. Like if I did 364 watts, it'd be 12 minutes something.
Wow.
Anyway, top effort.
Well done.
What's happening?
He doesn't
Alright.
read the run sheet, does he?
doesn't.
Nah, he was on the socials.
I was sending in some questions to the RADelaide Summit podcast.
Wait, let one have a look.
No. So recap on what's happening around Adelaide this week. So this coming Sunday, Adelaide Hill Cycling Club, the Forest and road race.
Gumarachera.
So that's one that starts at Gamaraka
yeah.
and rolls out and goes up Barton's Hill.
Oh, that's savage.
I always cramped there.
You
As
cramp
opposed
everywhere.
to...
Did you cramp on Friday?
No, never.
What the fuck? You cramped on the...
You cramp in a 40-minute crit.
intensity.
Okay.
Okay. I think my average heart is like 120.
You always
Yeah,
cramp.
that makes
The
sense.
last 2 races we've done together, you cramped.
But I've come in from like 4 days of, well, no, it wasn't on Strava. Nothing, I mean.
Then after that, we've got Oz Cycling on Tuesday the 28th and Wednesday the 29th of March at the Superdrome. So that's sprint and para, sprint and advanced junior training. Southern Coast Cycling, Monday the 27th of March, so tomorrow. Edwardstown Velodrome Night Junior Training and Come and Try track.
Cashy likes Come and Try.
Yeah.
And then also got another Southern Coast Cycling coming up on April the 22nd and the 23rd. Junior tour held over 4 stages in McLaren Vale. This looks like a really good tour. I've just had a look at some of the stages, and I think it starts off with a road race, then there's a flat TT, then another road race, and then an uphill TT. So 4 stages.
It's like a shish kebab.
From what I can gather, it's sort of replacing the old Central Districts Junior Tour that used to be out of Williamstown.
Yeah.
So under 13s, 15s, 17s,
Nice.
and on Saturday, and under 19s on the Sunday. So 22nd, 23rd of April, sorry. And yeah, they'd love to beat the 67 entries from last year, so get the word out there.
Get the kids in there.
One of our fellow racers, Mr. Curry, from what I can understand, he's the one that's organising all this, so good job.
Good.
Good job to Jared. And then we've got NCC, the 49th Annual Riverland Cycling Weekend, or otherwise known as Berry. Saturday the 13th of May is the handicap, and then the Sunday the 14th of
Are you
May
going, Cashy?
is the crit.
When is it?
May the 13th.
You know what? As shit as this sounds, and very adult, I have to check my schedule. I legit have to look to see, because the next, actually from now until the end of the year is
bonkers.
fucking rife. Yeah.
That's a lot of months.
Yeah. Yep.
Jeez.
So I do have to plan it, but also I think I'm going to need a 55 for this race.
I'm not going. It's my
Why
birthday.
Why not?
It's my birthday. It's Mother's Day. Mum will be down.
I'm going Alex's birthday.
You're going to Berry.
And,
You haven't been wearing your birthday suit.
and I'm visiting Mrs. Luca.
It's not Mrs. Luke.
It's Olga.
It's Olga.
Olga.
No, I don't know what I'll do. What about you, Wayne?
It's footy season, so a bit hard to get away for.
You'll be in the change room.
I do be a parent sometimes.
Actually, no,
Not
you
very
do.
often.
No, you do. I'll give you that. You always.
Just during the winter, I'm a parent. The rest of the time, I'm
To Jordan?
ride. No, Nate.
Very good. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Frankie.
Right, well, ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, squids, bottles, Krispy Kreme donuts. There's
None
a
of those left.
phone
We've
thing.
smashed them.
Oh, the chips.
By
Get
the
on
way,
with it. Jeez.
shout out to Krispy Kremes.
Yeah,
just
you
to let you
dogs.
know.
Actually, no, not shout
No.
out.
We're getting ripped.
We are getting ripped off by you guys from the one on Paynham Road, charging us $33 for a dozen and advertised for $25 on your website. I'm making a complaint on Facebook.
Oh, here we go. He's going to get banned
Because you're
again.
back now.
I'm back.
I
I'm out of
saw that.
Facebook
I
jail.
saw that. He's back.
I was back yesterday. See how long I stay out for. But
Anyway, you were
Krispy
saying-
Kreme.
I was
You were
saying,
saying-
if you have enjoyed yourself, please give us a follow through your favourite podcast app or access all our episodes through YouTube as well. Please subscribe, hit the bell icon, and don't forget to tell all your... Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Tell all your friends and share it with everybody.
So we're also all over the socials. Not that we've been hacked, but we'll give you updates, info, and let you know when new epis are out, along with our other podcast news and information. So if you want to support the podcast, head over to Buy Me a Coffee page, and if you donate, we'll give you a shout out on the pod next week.
Frankie's like a fucking pigeon in there with the scraps for the icing for the Krispy Kreme.
She's licking the box.
I'm like, oh,
Anyway,
a minute.
Nothing wrong with licking a box.
I thought you had a dick in a box.
That's it.
I couldn't put any more hints on the socials because I knew he would pick my bike with anything more than the screen of my Wahoo.
Yeah, it's
That's
true.
why I was like, and then I was like, oh, you can see the writing on my handlebar tape with the rubber bands. I was like, someone's going to pick this.
Yeah, it will be Wang. Wang will be like, I can't believe you didn't tell me.
What are you
I wish
fucking
Geordie.
doing?
I wish Geordie wasn't at work and he would have seen you ride past 19 times. And you're like, what the fuck's Alex doing? He's ridden past 19
There it goes
times.
again. We would love to know your feedback and your thoughts, so hit us up. Let's have a chat through the Facebook or Instagram page. Shoot us something through to the email if you're old school, RADelaide@gmail.com.
Which we actually have been having some conversations with people through our
That's good.
It's been really good.
our Instagram. So
Yeah.
love
Good,
it.
wholesome conversations.
Yeah, wholesome.
Yeah, awesome.
Carrying
man.
off of the back of last week's hint that I gave you as an outro line.
Wait, what was last week's hint?
Oh, do you want me to go back and say it?
Oh no, this is when you asked who the favourite podcast
No,
host
That was
was.
before that.
Oh.
I'm a bit pissed off you didn't listen. Moving on.
I did listen.
And with that,
What?
dream big, push those boundaries, challenge and believe in yourself, both on and off the bike, and you will actually be amazed at what you're capable
So
of.
that means he's doing another
He's
500k
talking
next
about
week.
himself here.
See you on the summit this
Ciao.
week.
Bye. Ciao. Ciao.
Ciao, 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 ciao.